Or I suppose, Jeff, if you have anything that you've been, you mentioned artificial intelligence, are there any kind of maybe cutting edge things that you're kind of thinking about or wrestling with, or that you're familiar with that might be interesting for us?
Um, I guess one of the things that came up as I was writing the artificial intelligence book, that in every book I've written, whether it's the multiverse or whether it's life out there, is there escaping the beginning, there's been a chapter that reflects on, if this is true, how would that affect Christianity? And with the multiverse, I would say, it doesn't. This kind of fits with the way the Bible describes things anyway. With is there life out there? There's a robust history of whether we're the only life in the universe or whether there's abundant life in the universe, just within the Christian discussion. So Christians have been talking about that for centuries, if not millennia. And science is kind of a latecomer to the game in the way to have that discussion. And so there's always that, would this impact Christianity? So with AI, if we develop AI, if we developed a sentient AI, would that cause problems for Christianity or not? And so I wrestle with that. But it seems to me, and I resonate and agree with a comment that Ken made. It said Ken Samples, my colleague, said that when he first started doing apologetics 15, 20, 30 years ago, people were asking truth questions. Is Christianity true? And he said that over the past 10 to 15 years, the questions have changed. They're still asking the truth questions, but more they're asking, is Christianity good? And so as I wrote the book on AI, I spent quite a bit of time. So I do think I point out, say, whether we produce AI, here's how Christianity would interact with it. But one of the drivers of the book is, if we develop AI, we want Christianity to be true, because it's what's going to allow us to get the good and mitigate the evil that's going to come, because AI is going to be a pretty powerful tool. And so it's less about here's cutting edge research of cutting edge stuff, but it's more, how do we engage with the world in which we live? And I think the world in which we live, truth questions are still important, but the bigger apologetic we face today is, how do we show that Christianity is good? Because a lot of people are not convinced that Christianity is good. And so that's, again, you could say, well, science and Christianity were at odds because science is showing the truth claims of Christianity are wrong, and so you could show that, no, they align. Now we're getting a different way where a different attack, where it's not saying Christianity is right or wrong. It's just saying, even if it's right, it's not good. I don't want that. And so Christianity really is good. So now our apologetic has to include ways of showing, yeah, Christianity, you really do want what Christianity has, because it's actually good, and that's what you want. So that's less about cutting edge research and more about where the apologetics landscape has moved to.